Hi, good morning. I'm talking with sleep physiologist Heidi Romain today. Hi, Heidi. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you. Heidi, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who would be interested to know what is sleep physiology?
Physiology is the study of how the human body works. So sleep physiology is simply the study of how sleep works in the human body. And not necessarily just in humans, in animals as well, but sleep physiologists are very interested in what is sleep, how does it work in the body, what is your brain doing, what is your body doing, and what's the mechanisms involved in that.
And Heidi, you work particularly with moms with small children. How can sleep physiology benefit parents with babies?
Sleep is a very controlled rhythm which is set within the body. And once we understand how sleep works, especially in babies, then we can help moms to understand that babies have a certain sleep and wake rhythm. They have certain cycles. And if moms know when those cycles are happening or what's going on with their baby, then they can set them into a good schedule and get them into good sleep habits at an early age.
And are you only able to help women with babies? If I had a toddler who was battling to sleep, would I be able to come to you for help with my toddler?
Sleep issues happen at any age, from a newborn baby right the way through to adulthood. Even people who have been sleeping well for all their lives suddenly find themselves in their old age not being able to sleep well. So sleep issues are throughout. But definitely I deal with babies, mums whose babies aren't sleeping well, and certainly with toddlers as well. And also certain issues in sleep happen at specific ages. So with your toddler, you might have found that they were very good sleeper as a baby, but suddenly you want to move them into a bed and they're suddenly scared to fall asleep. Or your child who has been sleeping very well suddenly starts wetting their beds because that's the age in which they do things. So there are certain issues related to sleep which are age specific, and certain issues which are related to sleep which are not necessarily age specific, but we can help with.
And do the sessions take place one-on-one, or do you need the mother and the child there? Do you work in a group? A little example of what would happen in a session with you.
If I'm dealing with a mother who's contacting me because their baby is not sleeping through the night, or they have certain sleep issues with their child, then it is a one-on-one personal session, and I don't need the child there. It is just with the mother. And basically they would explain their problem and what's going on and what the baby's schedule is like. And I go to the person's house, so then I'm able to assess also the child's sleep environment and where they're sleeping and what their schedule is. And from there we can work out a plan which suits both the parent and the child to get them. Usually it's moms whose babies can't sleep through the night, and then we can help the child to learn to sleep. Because the truth is, you teach your children to do everything. You teach them how to eat, you teach them how to walk, you teach them how to dress themselves, or whatever it is. You also have to teach your child how to sleep. And some children are born and they just learn to do it, and they do it naturally by themselves. And some children need to be trained and taught, just like we teach them everything else.
So it's not hereditary. You can't say, oh, my first child slept so well, so now what's wrong with my second child that she doesn't or he doesn't sleep well?
Definitely not. It is unique to every child. It is not something different you've done as a parent or something wrong with your child. It's not genetic that, oh, we were very good babies, so why did my children not sleep well? It's got nothing to do with that. Every child is different, and you just have to treat that situation at that particular point in time.
So if I'm looking for a sleep physiologist, how would I find one?
There are, on the internet you can find there are many women who consult with moms whose babies are not sleeping well. But if you suspect that it might be a medical issue, and sometimes there are cases where your baby might have some medical obstacle or something which is preventing them from sleeping, then I recommend that you contact your doctor, and certainly to go to your family physician and to explain the problem, and from there they can maybe put you in touch with a medical facility who would help you more with that specific problem.
Thank you, Heidi. Thanks so much for talking to me today. I'm sure you've helped a lot of moms out there who are having sleepless nights and worrying about their children's sleeping habits.
It's a pleasure, anytime.
Thank you.